my second time at the Lowertown Reading Jam. That was the first time I was here is actually when I met David. So look where we are now. All right, I have two poems tonight. The first one is called Innocence. Take me back to the time when I knew nothing. To the time when innocence truly was innocent. When timeouts or not being able to watch our favorite shows were the most tormenting things. Now we're afraid. Fear keeps us grounded and we would rather stay where we are because we're safe there. When pain were just the scrapes and bruises we got when we fell off our bikes, or when the other kids didn't want to play with us. Now pain is hidden around the corners and between the cracks of our everyday struggle. And sometimes we never even see it coming until it has already brought us down. Back to the tummy aches we got when we ate seconds or splurged on more ice cream than we should have. Now, binge eating and the guilt to look media or Facebook picture perfect runs through our minds as if we were the ones being posted as people's most watched on US Weekly. When the only things that spilt were milk and the only things that broke were glass. Now we spill tears for lost ones and loved ones and learn that hearts are breakable. When 69 was simply just a number and not a sex position. Or when sex was a taboo or sacred thing to see or talk about. Now everyone's doing it, or should be doing it casually, because if you're abstinent, that must mean you're ugly or not worth being loved. Well, we got along with everyone, and enemies were the aliens and zombies we killed on the screen. Now we have to choose our friends with caution, because we have a lot more frenemies these days than people who will have our backs all the way. When rainbows were rare, beautiful, and a splendid sight to see after the rain, now they're being used to categorize, segregate, and distinguish a person's sexual orientation or preference. Why can't we just be able to love who makes us happy? When Saturday cartoons were what we woke up to and not a 10-hour-a-day shift working at a minimum wage or a ton of college essays and readings that we need to catch up on. And instead of trying to catch up on sleep, we're wondering, when will sleep catch up to us? When race issues were who was the fastest runner or who could hold their breath underwater longer. Now we're judged and look every day based on the color of our skin. When we thought that privilege was something we earned and grew into, not something we were born into. When the thought of our parents not being together was impossible to imagine, now we rarely or never get to see either of them because some way or somehow we had become the adult and they were acting like children. When smoke was just from car exhaust and drinking meant fruit punch, water, and pop, not the cancer sticks we inhale or the unmentionable liquids we consume that we think will make us feel better or appear more fun. Well, we didn't have to prove ourselves or our gender to be recognized for our own self-worth. Well, we were told that caffeine was bad for us. Now it's the only thing that we reach out to when we need an extra boost of energy to survive the long day till tomorrow comes. When we thought that we were invincible and unstoppable, but every day, somewhere, a kid's dream dies because his or her childhood was taken away from her too soon. Take me back to a time of innocence. That was my first piece. My second piece is called Brave Is. I actually wrote it after work one day. I work in the men's department at JCPenney, and I do a lot of dress shirt fitting and suit pants and stuff. So this is what I wrote. Brave is stepping foot in a land and place surrounded by tons of people who speak English as their first language, when it's actually your second, third, or fourth. To walk into a department store to find the exact size, color, and quality dress shirt for your son as a Christmas gift. Size 15 neck, 32-33 arm length, trying to figure out if the striped tie they have put on display with a mannequin is included or not. Brave is, instead of accepting that you have no idea what you are doing or where to start, you approach the sales associate who shares the closest shade of skin color as you to help you, because you are determined to get your son this gift. But this worker despite her hair color, eye color, and her skin color, speaks English like she was raised with PBS kids shows, Nickelodeon mornings, national anthem, Nike commercials, ballpark hot dogs, and cheeseburgers, because she was. Brave is, without thinking and without hesitation, saying words that you hope to whatever God you pray to that you are speaking, and sounding out the words correctly. Forgetting to put the nouns and adjectives that make up a sentence. You were taught to do so in the first English course you ever took, because all you need is the pronoun and verb, and hope to God that this girl, this worker, understands you. But this worker, this sales associate, does not want to associate herself with you, because you are too fob for her, too foreign for her. She does not want to help you because you make people who share her physical nature look bad. Because here she is, trying so hard to fit into this American culture, this American land, and this American dream, working her way through college to earn her degree so that she can finally say that she is part of the free. Free of this stereotype. The people who look like her, carry heavy accents and eat rice on the daily. Free of being some hood rat who everyone thinks wasn't raised on morals. She's working her way through life to prove that she is worthy of an honorary title, that she too can hold authority. Brave is not this girl who resents the skin she is, putting out with you, but you putting out with her in her own self-hate. The difference between you and her may be that she is an American by birth, and you are American by war and refuge. But her parents share the same story as you, and her blood, like yours, carries the journeys and wonders of the world. Your first language may not be English, but you are just as brave, if not braver than any American soldier who has ever fought or died in war. You are brave. Thank you.